Hello everyone, good afternoon. It is Monday afternoon. And I am on my way home. Been a pretty good day, busy day. I learned how some of the computer networking at work goes so that I can be somewhat of a backup for them because I am computer literate. I also helped with some new furniture for the office and getting that arranged, and I was dying of heat. So it feels really good to be in my car so that I can actually control the air conditioning and get cooled all the way back off. And tonight, guys, unfortunately, it's going to be kind of boring. I'm going to try to study some, and then I'm also going to try to clean some. Yesterday was an absolute disaster. Let's just call it a disaster. I ended the day in tears. I started today in tears. It was really awful. My professor, you know, as much as she has her pet peeves, I can handle that, but she doesn't have any follow through. So when she said that she was going to post the answers up for our problems online, she said that for over a week now. It's still not up, and it's impossible to know where your weaknesses are. If your problems and your homework's not corrected, how are you supposed to know, hey, okay, I'm consistently having a problem with X, Y, or Z? So what I did last night, after my tears and everything, I had to take some Advil today because I'm so, like, there's so much pressure from where I boo-hooed. What I have done is I went online, and they actually have the teacher manual solutions that you can purchase, and so I'm going to purchase those tonight, and then I will have a way to check myself and to check my answers, not to cheat, because if I cheat I'm not going to learn anything, but I need a way to know what's going on and what's not. And the reason that I really want them is because she doesn't go over them in class. She also she went over 2 of them, said she was going to post them up, and that's great and all, but then tomorrow when I have class, she's going to quiz us over this part. Well, if you don't go over all the questions and you quiz me over it, guys, what's going to happen? I'm going to fail the parts that I don't know, and I'm still not going to understand why. So I just think she's a pretty crappy teacher, excuse my language, but I just don't see her helping people to learn. If it all just comes very naturally to you and is instinctual and makes perfect sense, I think you'll be okay. If it doesn't, like for me, hang on guys, we gotta change lanes. I have this huge van thing in front of me, see it? Pope John Paul High School, totally all up in the way, can't see around them. But if it's not instinctual for you and you have to work at it, she's out to destroy you basically. So I think it's like an extra $35 to get those notes. And so I'm going to try to figure out who is honest on there, because there are several offerings for it, and I want to make sure that I'm buying it from someone credible. And I'm also going to use PayPal because that's set up with an account where they can't steal very much from me. I also was able to find online a test bank where all the test questions that the book gives are, and I may pay for that too. That's an extra $35, but I may buy that just as a way to pre-test myself and to make sure I'm ready to go the day that she gives us the test. If the questions end up being the same, that's fine. It's not like I'm memorizing answers. It's just a matter of I've learned what I need to know and I can answer these questions effectively. So it's not like, well, question number 3 is B and question number C is D. It's truly, okay, I know the concepts that the book is really pushing, and I've mastered the material. That's what I'm going for. So some people may look down on the test bank. I kind of like the idea of knowing what is coming at me to a certain extent so that I can make sure that I have mastered all the material and know how the book asks the questions, so that when she pulls them, even if it's not, I think there were like 30 pages for the first 6 chapters, and we're going to be tested over the first 4, so that's what, 20 pages. I doubt that I will have all of them down, but if I can get the main concepts down, then I can reason my way through the questions. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So that is what I'm on my way home to do. I have a friend that's going to stop by for just a minute. Probably won't talk to them for more than about a half hour because I have all this that I have to get accomplished tonight. But I did want to take a minute because I cried on the way into work, guys. It was just, you know, it's not tears out of anything other than complete and total frustration. Yesterday I worked on homework from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it still wasn't done and it still wasn't right, and I was so upset, and I was struggling so badly that I finally just gave up and said, okay, this is what I gotta do. So anyways, I am now on my way home. Should be a good night. I'm gonna hang out with my friend for just a minute, then study, and hopefully by the time I go to bed, life will be so much better. But enough of my rambling. I will show you guys Emma, of course, today because she's just a cutie patootie. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey everybody, I am at home now. It is after 10 o'clock. I am exhausted. Spent my evening studying. Really think I'm gonna bomb my quiz tomorrow, but we'll see. And also looking up the solution manual for this particular textbook. I know I rambled on and on about it endlessly, but guys, I actually was doing most of it right, and the pieces that I weren't, I understand why I didn't do them well. If I thought she was just going to give me a problem, it might be okay. I'm not really sure what she's going to do tomorrow. I'll go over my notes before class and I'll just do the best I can. The quizzes actually don't count for a like an overall grade. They are a participation grade. I need those participation points. It's like 120, but there's more points than there are quizzes. Does that make sense? So like when you get to 120, she just stops and she gives you lots of chances to do that. I'll also get back my second quiz tomorrow, which I think I did pretty well on. We'll see. But tonight I downloaded the test bank, which are the questions that the publisher gives the teacher to possibly ask students. So I'll have that to review, which will be good because then I'll know how the questions are going to be phrased and how they're coming at me, and make sure that like I can take practice quizzes, which I love. I really love that. And I have a solution manual, which now when I do my homework on the weekends, and that'll be what I work on tomorrow night, hopefully she won't move ahead another chapter on us. Hopefully she'll like stick and not move the test of a week, because or a couple of days, because that'll put my test in the middle of the week and will make it next to impossible for me to pass. So I will definitely lobby for that test staying where it's supposed to stay and us having a little time to like take care of things. I know this professor doesn't seem to really... Okay, so my card for this camera just shut off, but what I was saying is hopefully we won't move the test up and I will have a little extra time. Otherwise I'll have a test instead of on the 24th, like almost a week ahead, which I take issue with because of how fast she's going through everything, but maybe she'll slow down. I don't know, but at least I feel like I have hope. I can look over the test questions. I can, now when I'm doing my homework, I can also go back and check myself and see where my weak spots are and get those gaps covered. Whereas before, like truly guys, she didn't go over any of the answers for chapter 1, any of the answers for chapter 2. Well, I take that back. Chapter 2, she went over 2 of the 230 questions she asked. Like 2 sections, so maybe like 10 out of 230 questions, which to me is not adequate. I need to know where my problems are, and if I don't have solutions, which she keeps saying she's going to post up online and didn't, what's the problem? Now I did have to spend $70 to get them, which is fine. Now I have them, and now I can move on with my class. So hopefully I will not have a like last night at this time I was thinking seriously about just giving up. And trying to get back what money I could, because I don't like failure, and with a teacher like that I don't really see how you're supposed to succeed. I don't mind being challenged, and I really don't mind being pushed, but I really do have a serious problem when you don't give me any feedback and then you test me on it and then you criticize me about it. That's not the way that usually it goes. I know it's a college class. I am well aware of how college classes work. I have a master's degree in... What I was saying is I have a master's in psychology, so I'm well aware of challenges. I've written 40-page papers. It's not like I'm afraid of work. It's just that I need a little feedback for something that I didn't do right in order to make sure that I learn it and can do it right in the future. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I know I'm rambling on, but like I had a total meltdown yesterday where I was just completely in tears. I went to bed in tears. My mother called me this morning when I was getting ready. I was in tears again. Tip of the day. If you're in tears, try not to, you know, like, you need some time. That's my tip. You need some time before you put on your eye makeup or it looks weird all day long, kind of like mine has today. But anyways, we are on to better and brighter. I am not on to complaining. I will take you guys with me to class tomorrow and vlog on the way back. Hopefully somebody will drop me off and I can walk back. And you guys know I love to talk to y'all at that time. You're probably going to be foggy because that classroom is pretty daggum cold. Anyways, I hope you all had a fantastic Monday. We are past the hardest day of the week in my opinion. And tomorrow I think I will be in north of town tomorrow and not in the same office I was today because I have class. Love y'all dearly. I have been fighting a smell in my house and I'm gonna see if I can finish cleaning all that up, and hopefully when I come home tomorrow my house will not smell bad. Not good to have your house smell bad. But anyways, love y'all. If you're new, please push the subscribe button. If you're here every day, it's so good to see you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.